Hack 7. Replace brake pads before they're toast. Letting pads wear out completely can wreck your rotors in just one trip. Brake pads protect the rotors. If they're gone, metal-on-metal contact causes deep grooves, heat spots, and even locked wheels. A simple pad swap can quickly snowball into a costly repair. I've seen cars come in with pads worn down to the steel before 20,000 miles. The rotors were trashed. Stay proactive. Check pad thickness by looking through the wheel or removing it. Fresh pads measure 10 to 12 millimeters. If they're at 3 millimeters or less, swap them out. Don't wait for the squealer tab. By the time brakes grind, you're overdue. Always replace pads in pairs across an axle for even stopping. Inspect pads with every oil change or at least every 10,000 miles. Watch for squealing, pulsation, or a burning odor. These are urgent warnings. But remember, even the best pads won't last if installed on dirty parts, which is where cleaning matters. Hack 6. Clean all brake parts. Brake dust is more than grime, it's abrasive and speeds up wear. Dust and debris pile up in calipers, jamming components and causing uneven pad wear. Moisture trapped by dust leads to rust. I've seen brand new pads shot in a year just from dirty brakes. Here's how. Safely, jack up the car and remove the wheel. Spray calipers, rotors, and hardware with brake cleaner. Scrub with a stiff brush, then wipe everything down. Avoid compressed air, the dust is hazardous. Always wear gloves and a mask. Check caliper boots for rips. Dirt inside is a big problem. Clean until everything shines, then use proper brake lubricant on contact points, not wheel bearing grease. Clean the system at every pad change or once a year in salty climates. If you see thick black dust or hear dragging, you're overdue for a cleaning, but cleaning alone won't save you if your hardware is worn out. Hack 5. Refresh brake. Hardware. A cheap clip can ruin pricey pads if it fails. The hardware keeps pads sliding smoothly and prevents them from dragging. Skipping hardware during a pad swap can cause burnt or lopsided pads in months. What to inspect? Caliper slide pins and boots, anti-rattle and abutment clips, shims, springs, hoses, bleeder valves, and parking brake pieces. During every pad change, clean and lube slide pins, replace torn boots, and use new clips if they come in the box. Check shims for damage, hoses for cracks, and make sure bleeders move freely. Replace stuck parking brake parts. Don't just spray lube and hope for the best. Replace worn hardware every time. If you notice uneven braking, clunks, or faster wear on one pad, the hardware is likely to blame. Still, even perfect hardware can't save you from junk pads. Hack 4. Choose good brake pads. Cheap pads can double your stopping distance when hot. Pad material is critical. Bad ones fade, squeal, and wear out fast. I've seen discount pads glaze over after one mountain drive, leaving drivers with no stopping power and scorched rotors. Stick with trusted brands. For Toyotas, go OEM or Akabono ceramics. Ford trucks do well with Motorcraft semi-metallics. European cars like BMW, Audi, or Mercedes are best with Techstar or Jurid pads. They're original suppliers. Match the pad to your driving. Ceramics for commuters, quiet and durable. Semi-metallics for trucks or towing. Organics for light budgets. When unsure, check the manual or ask a professional. If you get squealing, fading, or pads worn out in less than 15,000 miles, replace them before rotors are damaged. And remember, even the best pads need proper break-in. Hack 3. Break in new pads and rotors. Bed in. Most pad troubles start in the first 100 miles if you don't bed them in right. New pads and rotors need to wear into each other. A thin transfer layer forms on the rotor. Skipping this step leads to noise, shaking, and hot spots. I've seen new brakes fail fast when drivers slam on them right after installation. How to bed in. On a quiet, safe road, make several medium stops from 30 mph to 5 mph. Don't come to a full stop. Then do a few harder stops from 40-45 cp per down to 10 mph. Again, don't stop completely. Let the brakes cool between each stop. After 8 to 10 cycles, you should see a faint gray layer on the rotors. Always do this after new pads or rotors. If you later feel pulsing, hear squealing, or see strange marks, the break-in wasn't done right. But even so, you still need to check your brakes regularly. Waiting too long is a common mistake. Hack 2. Get pro brake inspections twice a year. Most brake failures give clues if you're paying attention. A detailed inspection can catch small issues before they become big repairs. Pads, rotors, hoses, and hardware wear over time. I've seen cars towed in with total brake failure that could have been fixed for much less if spotted earlier. What to check: pad thickness, rotor health and runout, hoses and lines, caliper action, brake fluid level and color, parking brake function, and hardware. A good tech will road test for pulsing, pulling, or noises. Inspect before winter and summer. Extreme temps and salt are tough on brakes. If you notice squealing, vibration, or warning lights, don't delay. But even with regular checks, brake life depends on how you drive. Hack 1. Drive smart. Anticipate ahead. The single best way to make brakes last is to use them less. Brakes only wear when you press the pedal, so smoother, more aware driving keeps them going. I've seen careful drivers get 70,000 miles from a set of pads, while others burn through them at 20,000. The difference? Awareness, not just parts. Look ahead 2 or 3 cars instead of just the vehicle in front. Anticipate stoplights and coast early. Leave enough distance to coast instead of slamming the brakes. On highways, ease off the gas when you see brake lights ahead and brake gently. Smooth driving means your brakes last longer, your fuel economy improves, and passengers enjoy the ride more. If you find yourself tailgating, riding the brakes downhill, or stopping short at every red light, it's time to rethink your habits. Your car, your wallet, and your passengers will appreciate it. Quick summary: take care of your brakes, and they'll take care of you. When in doubt, get a pro to inspect them. For more vital car tips, check out the link below on mistakes to avoid with automatics.